Yeah, so Trey Lance is kind of that anomaly right now that everybody's just trying to figure out. You have a really really small sample size. To me, whenever I watch him, I think that he kind of reminds me a lot of Dak Prescott when he was in his junior year at Mississippi State. Bigger type quarterback, pretty good arm. I think obviously, North Dakota State loves to run the ball. So I mean, if you like watching film with 2, 3 tight ends, a fullback, and you're running power and counter and ISO. I mean, that's your cup of tea.
Sounds like a team in the NFC West.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll love this tape, but North Dakota, and this is a really really small sample size because he didn't throw very many passes in college either. Coming from the FCS level, who we are obviously familiar with, and actually being in the same stadium that we're going to watch some of these cutups, both of them at North Dakota State and South Dakota State. So, but really, what people are really enamored with is just, talk about like, this first play here. It's just the run game of him being able to create plays with his legs and do all the things that you could ever want. Here, even on this play, he's stepping up into the pocket here and making a throw. This is a pretty high level throw. And this is what, evaluators are looking for. They want to see whether you're able to step up into the pocket with guys in your face and make a throw. And this is exactly what he does here. So you're going to get essentially a post route from the bottom receiver here. So North Dakota State is in what we call 11 personnel. 1 tight end, 3 receivers, tight end to the boundary. We're on the right hash here, running back to the right. You're going to get a post route from the bottom receiver here. Lance is going to do a really good job. He's going to take a 3-step drop. He's going to feel rush around him on the wide side. He's going to step up and he's going to take a shot from a guy, a backer that's coming free, really right in the chest, and hit the post on that skinny post, really right in the face. And that's what you want. That's a pretty high level throw. That's a throw that you're really going to have to make in the NFL on a day in and day basis. He does a really good job of understanding where his protection is sliding and where he's feeling pressure without ever looking. He could feel the wide rush. He could take that back step, slide back, and then slide up back into the pocket, find a receiver, even though that linebacker is crossing over, and he knows that he's going to get hit in the face. He's still able to put the ball on him. Really a high level throw, and these are like I said, these are the kinds of things that you really look for at the next level. So here, this is what he is best known for, I guess you could say. And this is something that he's done a lot throughout his college career, whether he is able to do that in the NFL with the amount of hits that you are going to take on a day in and day out, or a week in and week out basis, is yet to be seen. He is a bigger body, so he can probably take more hits. So think Cam Newton-esque type deals. But so here, they're in 13 personnel. So you don't really see that much in college football anymore. So 1 back, 3 tight ends, tight end on the ball. Then you got 2 wings. Basically what they're going to run here is, it's inside zone to the left essentially, but it's a design quarterback run. We talked about that split zone type concept where you're going to run zone to the left. That tight end is going to come from the left back to the right to kick out here. Well, on this play, the tight end, instead of kicking out, he's going to wrap around for the first box backer and really just lead the quarterback around the edge. So we watch this here. Lance does a really good job being patient. Tight end picks it up, and, hey, he's going to go get yards. He's going to pick up 10, 12 yards. He's a bigger body, and he's always going to fall forward. I think he only threw the ball, I want to say, maybe 14 times in his one game in 2020. He only played 1 season. He didn't play the FCS season, so that's obviously a factor, I guess you could say. But he only has 1 year starting under his belt. So at the FCS level. Now, this is also North Dakota State that also puts a ton on their quarterbacks to be able to put themselves in the right spots to succeed, whether it's checks at the line, switching the run game, pass pro, all that stuff. So you're getting more of, is he more pro ready? Because you could say that Trey Lance is more pro ready because of the style offense than Trevor Lawrence.
Fair enough.
Now, I'm not just because of the style of offense, because you could hear people say, well, Clemson runs a Mickey Mouse style of offense where it's a bunch of screens and now throws and RPOs and everything else like that. and Trey Lance is checking, GT power and GT counter and play action boot and protections and all that other stuff. So, it goes a bunch of different ways. It just depends on how you want to look at it, really.
Yeah, and what you kind of want in your quarterback.
Yep. So next one here, we talk about creating plays out of structure. How important is that in today's game of being able to make plays when the first play breaks down? So here, Lance is going to drop back. He's going to step up into the pocket, know where the gap in the protection is, and then dump just really a first down throw right out to the sideline to a receiver. It's a really, really nice move. Shows that he can make plays out of structure, that he's mobile enough, and that he's accurate on the run. That's also really, really critical. You can move around all you want, but if you can't throw on the run, it really don't mean a damn thing. So does a really nice job here, feeling the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield, which is critical. A lot of guys you see in college, especially the ones that aren't as experienced, they want to, dip their eyes and get on the run and go. Here, he keeps his eyes downfield. He scrambles out to the right. There's a flat defender sitting out there. He's able to put enough touch to just dump it right over him for a first down. Another high-level throw. Those are the kinds of things, like I said, that evaluators look for. Can he make plays? Can he make chicken salad out of chicken? Well,
shit.
Yeah, it's expletive.
King shit.
Yes.
No, I think that's great. I think the number 3 pick is going to be really interesting. I would be surprised if Trey Lance gets picked. I'm not going to lie. I think that's just a name that's been thrown around. Riley and I were talking earlier today, and we've heard that Kyle Shanahan's just having too much fun with the media. I think he's playing all sorts of games. I don't honestly, I do. I'm so I'm unconfident in putting money down on the 3rd pick because everything you said, like Mac Jones could be the guy, but I just personally, and I mean, I don't know shit, but if I'm a general manager, I think drafting anybody but Justin Fields is a mistake. I think that's crazy talk.
He just looked so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to look at Fields and say, what don't we like here?
Mm-hmm. Nonetheless, it should make for an interesting draft. There's lots of other ramblings about teams trading up, the Broncos, the Patriots. I think we're in for one of the more exciting NFL drafts we've had for a long time.
Yep. So, man, we got one more clip of Trey Lance just kind of show that accuracy.
My bad, dog.
No, you're good. Just to kind of really show and display that accuracy. It's funny because early in the game, he actually misses the same throw to a tight end that's going up the sideline. He underthrows it. And, that's where I think kind of the experience comes in a little bit. Getting timing on some of these throws in game. So you're able to kind of hit these throws. So like I said, and tight end's open by about 3 yards. He just misses them, underthrows them. You breathe in, you breathe out, you move on. It looks like he kind of shortchanges his release. Then he comes back later in the game. Very, very similar type throw. So you're going to get what we call a feint concept. So you're going to get a slant from the outside guy. So North Dakota State here is in 11 personnel, tight end to the field on the line of scrimmage with a single receiver outside of the tight end. We're in the middle of the field here, 2 receivers to the right. The outside receiver is going to run a 3-step slant or a 3-step in, depending on what they teach. The slot receiver is really going to run just a slot fade. Really, really press whoever the guy is inside of him, and then just really kind of get width, attack the outside shoulder. Let the quarterback throw it in the bucket, per se, just like what we see all the time in trick shot videos and everything else. So Lance does a great job here. Linebacker runs with the slant. He puts it. Now, this is a drop, but he drops it in the bucket, and you cannot place this ball any better. This is a high-level throw. This is an NFL caliber throw. And he understands, too, where the safeties are. Hey, I can make this throw. I like the matchup. I have a linebacker on my slot receiver. All I got to do is just give him a catchable ball right on the sideline and just catch that thing. Unfortunately, the receiver doesn't haul it in, but for the sake of this, we're looking at the throw and the accuracy and the ball placement. It's right there. That's hard to beat.
That's the difference between Deebo Samuel catching the ball and, no offense to that young man out there, but he's probably hosting his own podcast, and he's probably hosting his own podcast at some point later on.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, those are, like I said, and it was great to see that he missed that throw earlier in the game, and then he comes back, maybe I believe 2 quarters later, makes the same throw and I mean, I understand that, he didn't catch this or whatever, but I mean, that should be caught.
Yeah.
That is a drop.
Yeah, it's good to see that he can.
Resilient.
Yeah, exactly. For short memory, on to the next play.